Hello everyone, I am Third Mario Brother, and welcome back to more Let's Play Sonic Heroes. Yes, this LP is indeed still alive. Anyway, in the last part, we finished up, what was it, Rail Canyon, probably some other stuff. I don't really care, to be honest, because it was so long ago. But anyway, in this part, we're going to be starting off with Bullet Station and destroying Eggman's base, and I'm not going to let these characters talk because Tails is already talking. Your ears are probably already bleeding, so there's no point letting the other ones talk because you won't hear them. And that was a marvelous start to this level. Go ahead and ring dash here at the start and you can get some extra points. Normally you'd be able to do it multiple times because there's two rows, but then you can triangle dive, triangle jump, whatever it's called here. And over there's a 1-up if you could continue that. I guess I didn't time the jump very well, but whatever. I'm excited to get back. You can destroy those capsules with Knuckles, but I don't care at all, because you can just walk through them because the designers didn't do a very good job designing that part, but whatever, I'm gonna stop talking now for the rest of the episode. Nah, I'm just kidding, I wouldn't do that. I'm excited to get back in this game, though, even though I've tried to record this 4 times and I've had so many problems. 4 times just today, but whatever, I'm not gonna talk about that. Nobody needs to hear about it. I feel good, though, because, like, for the first time in forever, I got a good night's sleep, like 11.5 hours. I don't know if you consider that good or just, like, over the top, but either way, I'm happy, because for the past, like, month and a half, I've only got, like, 4 hours of sleep a night, max. Right here, you're gonna want to switch rails, because there's a big spiked ball right there, and it'll hit you, knock you off, make you lose your rings, and kill you. But yeah, I got such a good night's sleep. You can jump off right here and get a little shortcut to the top of that thing, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to jump down here because you can get a big ring dash. And can I talk about what I want to talk about rather than just the game? Anyway, yeah, last night I was at my I was with my friends at the Call of Duty Black Ops midnight release, and that was actually pretty fun, even though I didn't get the game. I don't own a Wii. Yes, I own a Wii, okay? I own a Wii. I don't own a PS3 or a 360, just a Wii. And I guess it was released for the Wii, but it's not, like, the best on the Wii, apparently. I don't know, I just don't like the series in general. You can think what you will of it, I just don't enjoy it. But a bunch of friends wanted me to go with them, so I did. And it was actually somewhat fun. Got to meet a lot of cool people, got to meet a lot of stupid people. But, yeah, obviously, it was the first midnight release I've ever been to. There was this Pizza Hut guy there, actually, in his little buggy, because he knew a lot of people were going to go there. We got there like 2 hours and 45 minutes before the release, and there was like a giant line of people there already, so that was pretty, actually, funny. I don't know what you'd call it, but, it was interesting. There's a word for it. So, he was there selling, like, little individual pizzas. They served one person. They were pretty small, and according to people around us, they weren't very good. But we were kind of hungry, don't know why, because we'd eaten before, and we went to McDonald's at one point before, but, even though McDonald's is kind of gross, we just went to it because it's easy to buy and eat, and that's why they're so rich, and that's why, I'm upsetting myself. Anyway, we decided to order a large pizza from Pizza Hut, so we go up to the guy and we're like, hey, can we have the Pizza Hut's number so we can order one and have him deliver it to here? Out in front of the GameStop. I'm surprised they actually did that, but, he's like, sure, he gives us the number, but apparently he gave us the number to the wrong one. He gave us the number to the Pizza Hut that was, like, all the way across town. Funny thing is, they didn't know where GameStop was. They're like, oh, we'll get it to you in 30 minutes or less, but, where's GameStop? Oh, that was funny. They got it to us in, like, 28 minutes. We're like, dang it, we would have got a free pizza. And one of my friends was like, oh, we wouldn't have got a free pizza. They don't have that anymore. And I'm like, why would they say? They said it on the phone. We'll get it to you in 30 minutes or less, or else it's free. But he's like, oh, no, they can't do that anymore. It's against the law. And I know it is in some places because it causes people to, like, get into car crashes or whatever because they're rushing to deliver the pizza. But, yeah, he's like, oh, they don't have that rule. So I'm like, so what would they do if they didn't get it to you in 30 minutes? He just kind of shrugs, and I'm like, they just not give you the pizza, right? Yeah, but it was pretty fun. Anyway, ring dash. Don't fail this time, Sonic. Yes. Okay, there we go. There we go. Yes, I really can't talk today. I don't know what it is with me. But, anyway, all my friends were super excited for Black Ops, but, yeah, apparently I couldn't stay the night at my friend's house, so I stood there for, like, hours and hours and drove down there for hours and hours just so I could, like, stand there, but whatever, it was funny. My friend, who got the Prestige Edition, he walks out of the store and he's, like, pumping it above his head, and it was funny because, like, everybody in line, we were among, like, the first 20 or so in line, so there were a lot of people behind us. Everybody in line, though, was like, oh, whenever he came out, like, pumping it above his head, and he's like, what you got a problem? He was, like, pumping it above his head like he was proud, and kind of being redundant, repeating myself, but whatever. Here we have another little bobsled course. These are always some form of fun, right? Anyway, you're gonna want to jump, like, right before the camera gets back to normal there, or else you're gonna lose Sonic. Like, it's happened to me a lot of times. It's inevitable unless you know the course beforehand, pretty much, or have, like, awesome reflexes. Unfortunately, I lack those. Anyway, for this part, you're gonna want to come over to the left here, so that you can, like, see where the lasers ahead of you are. But, and that's a bad design choice, because the word past will get in your way of the rail, so you won't be able to see it. But, anyway, I'm not here to complain about things, I'm here to have fun with Sonic Heroes. Even though I've tried to record this multiple times before. One time I forgot to record the audio, one time actually, no. All of my recordings, I forgot to record the game audio, so did not want to upload it without audio or without, like, sound effects, because I guess I could put the music in, but, nah, screw it. Anyway, that must be Eggman's base straight ahead of it. How do they see this inside of a cannon that's not even turned towards the base? I just noticed that. They're like the cannon, the way they must be looking isn't even turned towards the base, so how do they know that? Whatever. Anyway, here, giant ring dash! And yeah, get those springs for an extra 20 rings. Springs for rings, huh? Rhymes, yay! Anyway, that most definitely was an A-rank. If it wasn't, then, ugh. Anyway, here we go. Yay, ring record. A little star next to a thing means you set a record. If you're playing it for the first time, everything will be a star, obviously. Ah, great. Now I have to do the special stage of this act. So happy. Here we go. I think this one is where the Emerald challenges start getting a little bit over the top hard, because there's stuff like that comes out of nowhere and, like, kills you. And it's, like, really hard to dodge no matter what. But, last time I had a pretty easy time with this, actually, and I didn't hit any of these, which this time I am hitting these, if you couldn't notice. But, obviously, I'm not having a very good time with this one. Come on! I really don't want to have to do this again. But I guess I'm gonna have to, because I'm already, like, super far behind the Emerald. I think at the ends of most of these, though, they have, like, big lines of these orbs with the stars on them. I'm not sure if they have it for this one. I know they have it for the next one, because I've had to do the next one, like, a lot of times, and I still haven't gotten that Emerald once in my life, but, yeah, here's a big line of them. And that should give you quite a bit of a boost, but, it's still kind of difficult to catch up to the Emerald because these sections are limited. But yay, we got the Emerald, and it was my first try again. I'm so happy. And we have time for the boss. I'm gonna go ahead and fathom that we have time for the boss.
Sonic, look!
That thing's loaded with Eggman's weapons.
Eggman, you're finished!
Ready all cannons! Open fire!
There's only one way to go.
Okay, here we go with the Egg Albatross, the boss of this area. I remember playing this a lot as a little kid too, but it was probably because I like to take out everything on the machine itself. But for this, you're just gonna want to homing attack over and over. It's a pretty bad boss because all you do is this. They tried to incorporate team elements, and I give them kudos for at least making somewhat of an attempt, but no, didn't turn out well. All you need to use is Sonic, and you're fine. Now, there are going to be little rails once in a while that impede your progress, and you have to go across them, and if you are about to kill this thing and you're over a rail, I'd get off of it, because if you're over a rail when this thing goes to its next stage, then it will spawn you in the pit sometimes. And nobody likes that, I'm fairly certain. But anyway, yes, it goes back to the Egg Hawk recycling bosses as well as having badness as one of its regular traits. That's a good way to talk, right? Right? Nice. Anyway, there goes that boss, and apparently I fell into the pit, but that should count. Anyway, that's all the time we have for this episode of Sonic Heroes, I believe. Yeah. So I'll see you guys next time when we start the next set of stages. It's been nice getting back into this game, and I really hope this recording session worked, so see you all later.
Once again, you fools have been tricked.
It's a fake?
From these canyons, watch as I conquer the world with my air fleet. And this time, you can't stop me.
Drat, a trap to stall for time.
Sonic!
It's not an Eggman robot. Sonic! Knuckles! Wait for me!
All life form data successfully copied.